Welcome to Dynamo Dynamics, winning goals to digital dominance. I'm your host, Danny Perry, and with me as always is my guy, Kai Peterson. And we thank you for joining us on this unique intersection of football and technology. So, Kai, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Nice little interlull for, the world, basically. The European leagues have ended, and we've got the cup competitions going on. So, how's it going? What have you been doing with yourself for 2 weeks?
Well, the past week, when the Euros started this past Friday, that's what I've been doing. That's about all I've been doing is watching the Euros. I watched it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we got it on out there. So,
well, I could think of worse things to do with your time. So, well, we do have a match to talk about, and there's a lot. I've been watching the scoreboards and looking at all of the stats and everything, but it got me to thinking. These are basically dashboards, right? We're seeing the scores, we're seeing the lineups, the stats from the games, upcoming matches, all of the relevant information that we need in order to make our picks for these leagues that we follow. But we see a lot of dashboards in business nowadays too.
Definitely.
What do you think?
Power BI, you get to just see a lot of analytics. You can pull it out on your phone. You easy access on your computer as well, and it's the same thing as having like ESPN, the app, and you can just look at a lot of statistics in a quick amount of time to get prepared for stuff.
Absolutely, and have a real key on your business at all times, just looking at it at a glance. So I don't know why that came to mind, but looking at the stats from the match against Atlanta, Power BI came to mind. What can I say? So 2-2 draw.
Yeah. It was a close game, really. It was well played, I think, on Atlanta's part. They have a big crowd, good crowd.
Great crowds in Atlanta.
And honestly, we secured the draw in the 89th minute, which really, we needed that draw for sure. But if you want to talk about the stats a little bit,
definitely,
since it's at your fingertips.
Since it is at my fingertips. Dynamo kind of dominated the stats. 19 shots, 56% possession, 80% passing accuracy. We dominated fouls and yellow cards too at 16-4. So there you can see. I guess the final is we had more corners as well. However, and the game started out perfectly for us. I mean, how much better?
Scoring in the 5th minute, and I think we even had an opportunity in the 2nd or 3rd minute, and we looked good out the gates. But then after that first goal in the 5th minute, we gave up one in the 25th.
Let's talk about that a little bit. That looked like an error to me. It looked like Miguel had possession of the ball and tried to flick it into a better position. And
you don't need to get flashy in your own third. Well, you really don't need to get flashy very often. It's a team game. I know Brazilians are always the skillers. They love to do crazy things with the ball, but it works sometimes, but most of the time it's not really that beneficial, in my opinion. I think playing as a team is a lot better. So, especially doing that in your own third. If you're doing it to create an attack, great, but playing fancy and giving it away, just handing them a free opportunity.
Which they absolutely did. We neglected to mention that the score for the Dynamo goal was Franco Escobar, I believe, who was a former Atlanta player. So, that had to be quite the homecoming for him. I noticed he didn't celebrate very heavily on that.
I respect that.
Definitely. But I'm glad he's on our side now. That goal meant a lot as it turns out. But that mistake was a big turning point in the game. And then
our second goal we gave up was, I think, another mistake as well.
Even worse. I thought you were going to say it, but I'll say it for Kai. It was even worse. This one was a back heel. In the basically 20 yards out and near the corner, but near the corner flag, and trying to neat little back heel to continue possession. And what happened? I mean,
same thing. But this one was the worst. We definitely just handed them another opportunity, and this time it was, I think, nobody in the Dynamo's defense were ready for that at all. Because that just really opened up the opportunity to. It was too easy. It was.
Well, definitely. They had shifted into possession. They were ready for the attack. And next thing you know, it's like, oh my God, we have to defend again. What happened?
I bet there were some players who were like kind of getting ready or jogging, running into position, and then turned around when the crowd started cheering because we scored, because it happened so quick, and it was. I don't really know how to explain it, but it was
2 errors then leading directly to 2 goals. That can happen, obviously, especially with the battle we're in. We're sitting in 7th right now, back ahead of Austin, but ahead of Seattle. But these positions are tenuous at best.
I mean, we're really interchangeable. I think 6 through 10 is the really close battle between us. I mean, Austin was just, I think, 2 seeds ahead of us, and now they dropped 1 behind us. So it's like, it's a toss-up. Every point matters, every game matters, and that's why I'm really glad that we got that 89th minute goal to secure the draw, because if not, I think we might have been 10th.
Absolutely. So Latif Blessing, he's in a really fine run of form right now. I think it's 3 goals in 3 matches, if I'm not correct, or 3 out of 4. But he came in sub again, and again scored
did his job, yeah, and that was a great goal.
It really was. It really was.
He was able to actually have control of that ball, because I know whenever he got his first touch, he I don't know if he slipped, but he had to maneuver pretty awkwardly to even get in a good position to attempt to shoot it, and it was nice.
It was a really, really nice goal, and it was very timely. We can't reiterate that enough, because that basically saved the point and helped us remain in 7th place.
Definitely.
Yeah, very cool. So that was the Dynamo. We have 2 upcoming matches this week, and
Seattle.
midweek, Seattle.
And they're sitting 9th, but I think only 1 point behind us. So it's a big, really big match here.
Yeah. Thankfully, that one's at home. So
Yes.
we should, the Dynamo fans,
Show out.
show up, all of that stuff.
Wear orange. Support the club.
Come on, please. And then on we have DC United on the weekend.
Yeah.
So haven't paid. I've got to be honest. I haven't paid too much attention to the Eastern Conference, but they're sitting.
I think 9th or 10th, around there. But so probably similar form as us. Probably, I assume the Eastern Conference is about the same as us. Like the 6 through 10 are very interchangeable. So probably going up against a pretty solid squad there, and it's away, right?
It is away.
So we really got to be prepared for that one.
Bring the attacking game, bring the defending game, eliminate the errors, please. And that's I guess that's the formula for success, right?
Yeah, well, definitely with errors, you could just got to be more critical.
Indeed. So that's what we're looking forward to with the Dynamo. But something else is going on right now too, I believe.
Euros. Hosted in Germany.
Yeah.
My prediction is Germany winning the Euros. We actually beat Scotland 5-1, which was history in the Euros. Hey, we made history. The biggest margin of victory in the Euros ever. So.
Well, the Germans have a very, very solid squad, I will give you that. But I do believe this is the year. They say it every year, every major tournament, but I think that the English team is going to bring it home this year. They just have a really solid squad top to bottom. But we can't discount teams like France,
Portugal, Spain, Italy.
Great tournament.
Italy always shows up in the Euros, so they'll be the team to look out for. But yeah.
Germany, you're sticking with that.
Definitely just sticking with Germany.
Copa America is coming up a little bit later this month. Well, about another week from now as well. So we'll talk a little bit more about that as it approaches. And but we do have that midweek game with the Dynamo this week, and I have something for that game. I think I have a ticket for that game. Kai, you want to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. We watch so many on TV, and we don't really get a chance to go to the game as much as we would like, but we will bring you a live report from our next Dynamo Dynamics from the game. So we're looking forward to that. Hope you are too.
Yeah.
Anything else we need to talk about today?
Well, I guess we can give our predictions first. For Seattle, I got us. Man, I'm feeling good. I'm going 2-0.
I like that score line, but I think that with the defensive lapses we've been having lately, I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1. I think the offense, the attack has been good.
Very, very solid there.
At the same time that our defense has been showing a little sign of
Yeah.
wobbling, but 2 more goals, I think we'll win it.
I think so. Well, everybody like and subscribe and follow us and stay tuned for next week because at the stadium when we actually have our post-game review, that will be exciting.
There you go. There you go. So definitely tune in. And if you have comments, any insight on MLS, the Euros, Copa America, anything, go to our YouTube channel and comment on the videos and so that we can interact directly with you there. Look forward to seeing you then.